Hello, and welcome to part 3 of Battle of the Best Roads, Cornwall versus Devon. And this time, we're starting off in Devon, and we're currently in Dartmouth, which is beautiful. As today's weapon of choice, Nikita, the Z900 RS is back out of the garage. Anyway, let's get on a bike and make a start. Now Dartmouth is an interesting place, very pretty, lots of history, and it has a naval college. Now quite why anybody would want to study belly buttons is beyond me, but who am I to say? Now today's road's going to take us from Dartmouth to Kingsbridge via a place called Tor Cross, where we'll see Slapton Sands, and I'll be stopping for a bit of refreshment. Got a cheese sandwich and a banana and a bottle of water. That's living. So I've got high hopes for this one. I'm expecting some nice twisties and some stunning scenery. And Tor Cross stroke Slapton Sands is a point of interest, so something to talk about along the way. And so it begins. Let the battle commence. Ding ding. Gotta say, it's a beautiful day for it. Promising start. It's beautiful. Street, a 20-mile-an-hour limit, which seems very slow. Go 40 at last. There you go, that's Slapton Sands down there. It goes on forever. you got the sea on one side, you got this big, or small I suppose, lake on the right hand side. It all looks very beautiful. But back in April of 1944, this was the scene of a absolutely terrible tragedy, which we'll get into in just a moment. Here's somewhere to park. Good place for a spot of lunch. As I just mentioned, in April 1944, this beach was the scene of an absolute tragedy. I only discovered this myself recently after watching a video by Peregrine Fortescue Smythe, and I'll put a link to it in the description. Now, due to its resemblance of the beaches of Normandy, it was chosen to carry out Operation Tiger, a practice run for the landing on Utah Beach. Unfortunately, the Americans were caught by surprise by 9 German E-boats. The result was, officially at least, 749 American servicemen lost their lives, although some reports state it was closer to 1,000. The E-boats had been spotted by the Royal Navy, but due to the fact that they were using different radio frequencies, no warnings were received. And that, along with several other errors, meant that more men died here during the exercise than died on the actual taking of Utah Beach itself. And this was all kept secret until 30 years after the war. Now, 40 years after the event, a local hotelier, Ken Small, decided to drag this out of the sea to use as a permanent memorial to the fallen soldiers. Must have been a very strong hotelier. I hope you enjoyed that. Nothing like a happy story to brighten the day. The road itself has been a bit of a non-event so far, but I think we got several miles before we hit Kingsbridge, so there's time for that to improve. It's quite a nice road, nice and windy. Too much 20-mile-an-hour limit, that's just a little bit too slow. Big dent. sooner are you out of a speed limit, you're back into another one. Pretty little places though. These little places I've never been to and fairly close to home. I think this is the Kingsbridge estuary on my left here. Oh, I bet that smells. Bloody rush hour. Another 20 limit. Amazing, I've never seen so many 20 limits. Another 20. Definitely a bike day, isn't it? Yeah, not that. Oh, you're spoiling me with this 40 mile an hour limit. Oh, there it is. Wow. I think we're pretty much there. Some nice scenery. Nice point of interest along the way. But pretty much a terrible road to ride. Unless you, of course, ignore all the speed limits. But they're there for a reason. On the plus side, I don't envisage Cornwall having any problems answering to this one. Then again, I thought that before round one. Oh, I can smell the steaks going in that pub. Steak and chips, beautiful. Well, I think that's about it, ladies and gentle pigs. It was nice to see Dartmouth. And it was nice to see Slapton Sands, and it was nice to see some of the scenery along the way. All that remains for me really is to wish you well. Thank you for joining me. Hope you join me again next time for Cornwall's answer. So until next time, Thank you for watching. Take care. Ciao for now. Bye bye.